First, from the Target 12 investigators, deeply disappointed. That's what Providence's mayor calls a panel's decision that a suspended police officer accused of assaulting a suspect back in 2020 can return to his job.
Sergeant Joseph Hanley has been on unpaid leave for nearly 5 years. We first reported on the decision last Friday. Target 12 investigator Alexandra Leslie joins us now in studio with what else the mayor had to say. Alex.
Mayor Brett Smiley says he's not happy with the outcome and that the city is deciding if they will appeal. There's also dispute over whether or not Sergeant Hanley will receive years of back pay.
On Friday, a 3-member panel of current and former law enforcement officers determined Sergeant Joseph Hanley can ultimately return to his job at the Providence Police Department. The Law Enforcement Officer Bill of Rights panel still found Hanley guilty of 3 administrative charges and handed down a 45-day unpaid suspension, which began on Monday. In 2020, Hanley was charged with a misdemeanor assault and battery by his own police department less than a month after the incident was captured on camera. It's a case inherited by Providence Police Colonel Oscar Perez and Mayor Brett Smiley.
We're deeply disappointed and we're worried that this will erode the trust that Providence Police have worked so hard to build with the community.
In the written decision, the 2 members of the panel in favor of reinstating Hanley said their ruling did not exonerate Hanley. Hanley ultimately pleaded no contest to the misdemeanor, which is not a conviction. Smiley says both he, Perez, and Deputy Chief Tim O'Hara, who sat on the panel, feel Hanley should not return to the department.
We thought for sure that it was clear that this officer broke department policy, has no business supervising other officers, and is going to do harm to the department if he returns.
The mayor says the city is working with the law department to determine next steps. Under Leobor, which has since been reformed, the city can pursue an administrative appeal to the Superior Court.
I mean, there's been consensus from leadership with me and before me that the standards of conduct that Sergeant Hanley is seen very clearly having engaged in are not the standards of the department. It's not the level of professionalism that we expect from a Providence police officer.
Currently, the city and Hanley's attorney, Michael Colucci, aren't on the same page about if the sergeant is owed back pay.
It's our stance that he's not owed back pay based upon a previous court ruling. We know his lawyer disagrees with that, and so there may be yet another chapter on this saga that doesn't seem to end.
Colucci told Target 12 that Hanley intends to return to the force when the 45-day suspension is done. Should Hanley return, he will likely have to complete training to be up on current departmental standards before returning to active duty status. With the Target 12 investigators, Alexandra Leslie, 12 News.